Oh, yes, absolutely. And particularly at a time when the conflict in Europe still continues in Ukraine, one cannot discount that these sort of matters could also at some point of time and day come to Asia. That would be very unfortunate. You know, the European security architecture has collapsed in the name of 40,000, I mean, 40 million Ukrainians. We don't want the Asian security architecture to collapse in the name of 23 million Taiwanese. And so obviously one cannot discount these fears. And this is a difficult moment that we are living in. Even from an economic standpoint, if one looks, you know, last year the RCEP has the Regional Comprehensive Economic Agreement on trade came into being, and some countries are even have moved forward on the CPTPP. China is trying to accede to that. But we also have to remember at the same time we have the IPEF, Indo-Pacific Economic Framework negotiations happening, and that is happening without China, and the US is trying to lead its block out there. And of course, we know about many of the supply chain and supposedly in the name of resilience, the export controls and the block-based formations on much of strategic trade. So all this is in front of us. It's not going away. And while we do have, at least I would say in the short and hopefully in the medium term, Asia being the growth center for the world, and it has been for a while, but continuing to be, we cannot discount these larger factors which could collapse growth if they ever went out of control. And by the way, we shouldn't, in all this conversation, we shouldn't be forgetting about the Korean Peninsula. I mean, that is edging closer to a nuclear conflict, perhaps at some point of time. So this is important to maintain, be aware of this in the background, even as we look forward with hope and anticipation and expectation in 2023.